So I welcome both of you for this meeting. And as you know, we are going to have a detailed session on FRM. And I'm presuming that you don't know anything about FRM. So I'm going to take it from the very basic so that it will be easy for you to understand everything in minute detail. And if you have any questions, any doubts with respect to FRM, or you have noted down any questions to ask from me, we'll ensure that we'll make this session interactive so that once you will begin your studies now, you won't face any problem. Okay, everything will be crystal clear. Now, FRM, as I said, it's going to be completely on the risk management. Okay, so if you will see the name of the course, it is written as FRM, where F stands for the finance. So it will teach you about the core concepts of the finance. Then it will take you towards the R, risk aspect of the finance. See, wherever the money is involved, risk is there. Clear? Now, if risk is there, what you have to do? You have to manage the risk. Clear? Hopefully, first of all, you understood what the course is all about. The course give his own introduction with its name, that yes, there is a finance, there is a risk, because finance is involved, and now you have to manage it. You are the managers who are going to manage the risk of the organization. Means, if I'll give you one example, suppose you are chief risk officer, okay, CRO, chief risk officer of a particular company. Clear? And that particular company is Indigo. And I have taken a name of a company which everyone is aware of, right? Now, a very small question from both of you. Can you tell me what is the risk to Indigo from the finance perspective? Any risk coming in your mind? Any risk which you think that can cause lots of financial losses to the Indigo? Okay, don't worry. I'll give you one example. We all book the tickets 3 months before. Okay. Now, suppose you have booked the ticket on 1/1/2024, and that time you have paid 3,000 rupees. But you are going to take the flight on 31st March. Okay. By that time, what if the oil prices over here were $80 per barrel, and over here by the time it reached, it become $110 per barrel? Do you think Indigo will come to you and ask that, Kumar, please give me more money because the oil prices have increased? No. So you are the CRO of the Indigo. Now you have to take the call that now what you will do to manage the risk to the Indigo. Getting my point, Kumar?
Yeah, yes.
Wherever money is involved, risk is involved. Now, you know what Kumar will do in that situation? He will say, okay, what fear I have? I have the fear of rising oil prices. What I'll do? I'll buy the futures. I'll buy the futures of oil. So if the oil prices will rise, I'll make up my losses from there, because you cannot increase the fare after taking it from the customer. So what you can do, you can control the oil pricing. Okay. This is just an example to help you to understand that what we are going to study. And this is just one example. Like this, there can be multiple examples in multiple scenarios. What can be the another example? Let us take another example of another company, a company which is selling the oil. Indigo is the one who is procuring the oil, who is taking the oil as an input, but there might be some company who are producing the oil. Clear? Okay. Oil exploration company like ONGC. You might have heard the name ONGC. Okay, what they do? They extract the oil.
Hello.
Clear? Now, ONGC entered into a deal with Indigo that for the next 3 months, I will give you the oil at the rate of $100 per barrel for the next 3 months. Because we know that these big companies, they don't buy and sell every day. They make a contract for, okay, 3 months, give me 1,000 barrels of oil, right?
Yes.
Now, what is the loss to ONGC? What is the loss to ONGC? The loss to the ONGC is, what if the oil price will rise in the market in the 3 months, but he is still selling at 100? This is also a loss to ONGC. So if you look at from the Indigo point, he is also afraid, what if the oil price will rise? But he have taken this contract. Now Indigo is safe. Who is afraid of this? ONGC. Now he has transferred the risk to ONGC with this contract. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, we had a very good understanding that what we are going to study, but this is just a basic example. But another example, another aspect, this aspect of the risk is, we call this as market risk. Market risk. Oil price movement is market risk. Market price is moving. Okay. Let us take another example. Kumar and Kotla ma'am. Kumar gave $10,000 to Kotla ma'am. Next day, Kotla ma'am vanished. How you will recover your $10,000 when Kotla ma'am is not here? We call this as a credit risk. Most important aspect for the banking. You give loans, you give credit cards, you give car loans. Do you give the loan without knowing the capacity or ability of the person who is borrowing? No. You do a complete financial checkup of that person. You find out their credit scores, you check their balance sheet, you check their historical records, everything. Then you make the payment, right? That is the part of credit risk. Because if you are giving the money, it's also a finance. And if you are giving, there is a risk.
Yes.
Now, you are the CRO. You need to decide to whom to give or not to give. Because you know that bank have a limited amount of money, say $100. And on the door of the bank, there are 100 customers are there who is coming and asking for the loan. And everyone want $10 loan. That means what? Out of 100, you can give loan only to 10%. Clear? Now, how you will give out of 100 to 10? You will see whose ability to repay is highest. Who can repay the money back? Who can repay the money on time? Whose credit worthiness is good, whose credit score is good. So you will pay only to those 10 persons. Have you ever heard that credit card company is calling to a poor and asking for, please credit card le lo? Never.
No.
They will call us, people like us. Every day I receive 3 calls. Deepak sir, RBL bank have issued a credit card in your name, lifetime free card. But a poor person never receive the call ki sir credit card mil gaya le lo, because he will extract the money. Now there is no recovery. We call this as a credit risk. We will study lots of things inside this. Clear? Similarly, we have multiple risk: market risk, credit risk, liquidity risk, operational risk is also there. Operational risk means completely fraud. Fraud is happening inside the organization. PNB fraud, everyone knows that. SBI fraud, it happens. Why? Because of the lack of the management. Management is not that strong. Everyone is aimed to earn the money through corruption, through fake receipts and everything. So it's the duty of the bank and their team. They have the finances of the general public, and you are putting the money at risk. So now you have to manage it. We call this as FRM, financial risk management. Clear?
Yes, sir.
You have visited the bank thousands of times, right? Have you ever seen you visited the branch and you asked that, ma'am, I want 10,000 rupees. You gave the check and you asked for the cash. Have you ever experienced that bank said, no, sir, we don't have money today. We can't give it to you today? Ever happened?
Happened.
Happened with you? That means there is a liquidity risk in the bank. Bank is unable to manage their liquidity position. It's very important for a bank to manage the liquidity, because see what happened now in a bank. There is an opening balance in the morning. People will come and deposit. There are people will come for withdrawal. So how much should be the opening balance that none of the withdrawals will come? They will go without money. This is the main responsibility of the bank, to manage the liquidity in each and every branch, not only single branch, each and every branch. So in the head office, this is the head office, and there are many branches. Now the head office will see that on an average every day in this particular branch there is a 12,000 rupees withdrawal and 16,000 deposit. That means still they have 4,000 balance. They keep 10,000 as opening balance for uncertain withdrawals, so that the bank will never say to a customer that we don't have the money. Because if a bank will say, sir, today we don't have money in the branch, bank will lose the credibility. No one will come and open their account if the bank don't have the money for the customers. It can happen in ATM, but very rare that it will happen in a branch. Very rare. And if it is happening, it's very important point of concern, and we need to report it to the bank, to the RBI authority, that this particular branch don't have enough liquidity. Okay, this part is covered under your liquidity risk. So now you know that you are going to study everything in detail. Okay, now you know what is FRM. You have taken both part premium, both of you. That means you have to completely follow part 1 and part 2 under my guidance. Clear?
Yes.
When you are planning to give your part 1?
November.
November. And when you are planning to give your part 2?
May.
2025. So you have to devote your 1 year completely for the FRM preparation. 1 year completely. Clear? So you see, for the November, what will be our strategy? Start your preparation by 25th of August. You have to finish your syllabus. Then take a 5 days break. This 5 days break, because you will be having a long journey of finishing the syllabus over here. From 1st of September, start your revision. First revision, which will end by 20th of September. This is going to be your first revision. Okay. On 21st of September, you will be having your mock 1, where your target to achieve is 60%. Your target to achieve is 60%. Clear? You will identify your weak areas in the mock 1, that yes, these are my weak areas. I never said that in the first mock you will become perfect. No, there is a time to become perfect. We need practice, we need more revision. Find out the area where you are weak. Then again, you will get 20 days. That means 10th of October, your mock 2. That means this is your period of second revision. 20 days period for second revision. 11th October, take your mock 2. 11th October. Target to achieve 68 to 73%. Why I am increasing? Because you have worked on your mistakes. You have revised it again. Definitely, I can expect improvement. Clear? Now, again, still, there are some weak areas, something to improve, something to work on your mistakes. Third and final set of revision. 30th October. Give the exam on 31st October. Your mock 3. Target to achieve 74 to 80%. If you are able to secure this, you can easily crack the exam. Easily crack the exam. My paper are difficult than the main exam, and in difficult exam, if you are scoring this, it's easy to crack the exam. Got it?
Yes.
Now, then still examination dates, it will be from 9 to 15th of November. 9 to 15th of November. 1 minute, I need to check the calendar. Which date I think is best for you in the November to give the exam. Okay, give the exam on 11th. Give the exam on 11th. I tell you the reason. Take the 5 days holiday from the bank.
Okay.
That is from 3 to 8. 3 to 8, take the holiday. Sorry, 4 to 8. 4 to 8, 5 days holiday from the bank. Before that, you will get the Diwali holiday. 9th and 10th is Sunday. Appear for the exam on 11th. Got it? You will have extended period of holidays so that you can comfortably revise everything you want. Got it?
Okay.
All the materials you have received on your mail, you have received user ID password.
Yes, sir.
Have you started anything?
We just log in and seen wherever the study materials are available, and some doubts are there regarding that. We'll ask him later.
Yeah, that's not an issue. Have you started any topic or anything till date or nothing?
We
No,
No, sir.
nothing. No issues. I just asked. Okay. So this is your first plan. Now, as you will give the exam on 11th November, take the 5 days break again. From 16th of November, your FRM Part 2 preparation will start. We will not wait for the results. If you will wait for the result, you can't give the exam in May. Take 5 days break, come fresh and start your studies. From 16th of November, study till 26th of November. Take the break of 10 days again. New Year, Christmas, everything. Come back fresh on 5th January. Your results are about to come for FRM Part 1. Start preparing for FRM Part 2 again continuously. Okay. And then in the month of May 2024, we will give the exam. Now, when to register for FRM Part 1? Very important point. We will register over here. 31st July. 5 days before that, that is 25th of July. So we have 2 months. Study hard, give the weekly test, perform well in the weekly test, give me the confidence that yes, you can crack the exam. Because if you can pass the weekly test, then only I can see the bigger picture now that yes, you can clear the main exam.
Yes.
So crack the smaller exam first, give yourself the confidence and me as well that yes, my students can clear the exam, because I will give you the green signal to register only and only if you will clear my weekly test. If you can't clear the weekly test, no point of doing the registration, because you know if you can't pass this, definitely you can't pass that. It's simple. कुएं में कूदने से पहले गहराई नाप लो, तभी तैर पाओगे. ठीक है ना? और फिर तैरना सीख लो, तभी तैर पाओगे. ठीक है ना? We'll work hard, we'll practice hard, we'll give the test, mock exam, everything, and then we'll sit for it.
Okay.
Got it? Everything is clear? Okay, perfect. Now, I want small introduction from both of you to understand your background, your educational background, your work experience, so that we can have a better discussion and I can help out you in the better way.
Sir, myself, Jamma Kumar Tejasvi. My education background is MTech Communication Systems. At presently working in Union Bank of India as a manager at the Hyderabad location.
Okay, Hyderabad, Indian Bank.
Union Bank of India.
Union Bank. Okay, Union Bank of India. Okay.
Sir, myself, Shravanti, sir. I completed my BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering. I'm having 10 years of experience in Karur Vaishya Bank in banking operations, sir. Presently,
Okay,
I'm working in Visakhapatnam.
got it. And core experience, any risk in any experience in the risk domain?
Means some of the credit proposals I have went through, so a little bit of idea is there.
Okay. And you have any
My
experience?
mostly worked in IT domain. IT
Okay,
domain. Back
completely agree. So, both of you, just a small question: why you want to do FRM? I need to know the reason so that the mission is clear, the motto is clear behind the scene.
for me, sir, as of now, I just wanted to change the domain. Exactly, I'm working on money laundering. I think you will be coming across the money laundering activities happening in the bank. So
Okay,
I want to change the domain and want to move towards the risk management, where my bank don't have sufficient professionals to handle the situation.
got it, got it. And ma'am,
Sir, from last 10 years, I'm in the branch operations only. So
hmm,
just I want to change the profession and as well as improve my individual growth also.
got
So
it, got it. Now, you have the idea about the FRM examination,
yes, sir.
kind of paper it is, because it is going to be completely MCQ.
Yes, sir.
FRM part 1 and part 2. Over here, you are going to get 100 questions, and over here, you are going to get 80 questions. Time in both of the exam is going to remain the same, that is 4 hours, and over here also 4 hours. Clear? If I'll ask you about the number of chapters, it will be somewhere around 62, and on an average approx 100 chapters. The number of chapters which you have to do. Clear? Now, in the exam, remember that out of 100, 80 questions are going to be theory and 20 are going to be practical. Clear? Similarly, over here, out of 80, 60 questions are going to be theory. I think 60 to 65 you should write, and 15 to 20 questions are going to be practical. Clear? Now, even if you both are giving the exam on the same date, same place, still both of you will have a different question paper. Okay, so you cannot say that her paper is difficult or my paper is difficult, because in the system there are thousands of questions uploaded. Out of those thousands of questions, 100 will come on your system, and now that 100 can be any. Earlier there will be only 3 sets of paper, so we know that some areas will be definitely touched on, some areas will be definitely tested. Okay, can you see my screen?
It is blank, sir.
Okay, it's blank now. I think there is some error. Let me recheck this. Okay, no issues. So as I said, that examination, we have to look from the practical as well as the theoretical aspect. But yes, maximum number of questions are going to be theory. Clear? So make yourself prepared well for that. Now 20 questions which are practical, they are the game changer. Because what happened in the practical, there is a question, you are solving it on a calculator, answer is coming on the calculator, and if it is among all the 4, you are confident that yes, this is correct. But with the theory, what will happen, out of 4, you'll be confused that here it can be A or B, B or C, C or D. Confusion will be there. But in practical, confusion won't be there. So in practical, if you will achieve 20 out of 20, your pass success ratio will definitely will be higher. Because you are confident about your 20, but about 80, very difficult to be confident. Clear? Because after you give the exam, you cannot say that I am confident about my score, because questions are going to be very tricky in nature, very tricky. You have to use your application. that yes, A or B. Now, very important point for the exam. If you don't know the question, if you don't know the answer, don't waste your time. Put A, B, C, D, whatever comes and move ahead. Because if you'll think and still mark, तुक्का तो तुक्का ही है सर, चाहे 2 मिनट लो या 2 सेकंड. So move ahead, mark randomly. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now, when it comes to the level of difficulty, I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, nor I'm going to say it's going to be hard. Because frankly speaking, if something is easy for me now, I might take 2 hours, and something is difficult for you, you might take 6 hours. But it will never happen that it can't be done by you. It can be done provided you put sufficient amount of efforts with willingness that yes, you have to do it. Got it?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
book 1 is going to be purely foundation, where it is going to set up your base. Book 2 is your quants. Book 3 is FMP, financial markets and product, and book 4 is your VRM, that is valuations and models. Clear? Now, book 3 is more towards the derivatives. Book 3 is more of the derivative nature, and book 4 is more of a fixed income nature. Book 3 is more of a derivative, and book 4 is more of a fixed income nature. Book 2 is quants. Book 1 is setting up a complete foundation for you. Clear? Getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, ask your questions so that I can help you out and clarify your doubts, questions.
Sir, first question, we have gone through that test panel. In
Okay.
that, there are some, some subjects quizzes are there. With some duration. So with an option as a start test on the right side. So
Yes.
once we start the test, after completion of that 60 minutes or 90 minutes, it is only one time attempt, sir. Any number of times can be done.
You can attempt it any number of times.
Any number of times. Okay.
Yes. Test, video lectures. You have a package of both part premium with unlimited views and valid till you pass. So there is no restrictions.
Okay.
Yes.
Sir, and also in the portal where we are able to see the planners of all the 4 modules. In that we have seen only the foundation we have planner, and quants we have planner, but other 2 courses planner is not.
Other 2 will be given later on once you will finish foundation and quants. Because right now I don't know about your speed, your level of accuracy, how much time and everything required. So planner 3 and planner 4 will be given once you will finish your both planner 1 and planner 2.
Okay. Okay. 7 p.m.
Yes.
Sir, any doubt sessions means when we have to contact you or any
My
weekly?
WhatsApp number is with both of you.
Yes, sir.
Anytime if you have any doubt, suppose you are reading a paragraph and you do not understand the paragraph, simply take the photo of the paragraph, send it to me on WhatsApp, and I'll clarify immediately. I'll send you the audio recording of that so that you can understand it.
Okay.
And if required, we can connect over the phone call to discuss the doubts as well.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
And sir, procedure of reading, sir. For example, you have given some videos, no, sir, below the planner of each and every module. So parallel with that, we need to put GAR books aside. Squeezer books you have given in the Google Drive.
It's very difficult for a working professional to read the GAR book because they are going to be too lengthy and too bulky. Okay. So for the working professional, if you are following my lectures, they are completely based on the GAR. So you don't have to reread it again. So just for the sake of reading, you can read the Squeezer. Even if you don't read Squeezer, that is also not required because my lectures are more than enough. But still, we highly recommend read the Squeezer. At least you will understand the tone of the author. Because when I'm teaching now, I'm teaching in a very simple manner. So in order to understand that how the author narrates the stuff, or what are the notations used by the author, because the question will come in the language of the author. So just to become accustomed to that particular language, read the book once.
Okay. Okay. Okay, ఏం లేవు కదా డౌట్స్ ఇంకా? ఓకే.
Any other doubts, questions, queries?
No, sir.
Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll just end the session with the last point, which is very important. That is the career opportunities. Okay. Because
Okay.
definitely this is the thing which you want to know, that okay sir, we are doing a course, but what are the opportunities available to us? Okay,
Okay, sir.
so I'll help you out with that. See, for the beginner level, we have the analyst profile. Okay, but considering as both of you have the experience of 8 to 10 years, then definitely analyst will not go. Analyst is more suitable for those who are newbie or college pass out, or just doing their MBA and all. Okay, so for you, from where the opportunities will start, number one is the risk manager, whether it's any financial service companies like banking sectors or NBFCs. Even you will see there are some industries like healthcare, energy, and manufacturing. They are also hiring the risk manager, because just now I gave you an example of Indigo, that they also need a risk manager. Clear? So similarly, in all the companies, there is a requirement of the risk manager. Clear? Now, where you will find maximum amount of job roles, one is in the credit risk manager, and second is the market risk manager. Credit risk manager and market risk manager. And who are the hiring organizations or industries? Banking sector, credit rating agencies like Moody's, you have Fitch. Okay, then investment banking firms like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan. Okay, apart from that, big fours are also there.
KPMG.
Then you have consultancies like Bain Consultancy is there, Barclays are there. Okay, UBS is also a very good organization where you can apply for the job role. Okay, these are the basically organization where our students have earlier have applied, and they really got the good job profiles. Now, Wells Fargo, okay, in the past few years, their hiring have also increased. NetWest Group in the Gurgaon, in the Mumbai, they are also hiring too many in the credit risk domain, counterparty risk domain. So career opportunity perspective, it's very good for credit risk managers and market risk managers. Clear? Now, what are the opportunities at the higher level? Number one is the regulatory risk managers. Okay, this is mainly for the financial institution, government agencies, and consultancy firms. Now, if you'll ask me the highest possible job role, means up the ladder at the top profile, it's the chief risk officer. That is the CRO, chief risk officer. Okay, and every organization need to hire the CROs. That is their chief risk officers. Clear? Now, there is a job profile which is not that much is in India, but outside India. That is the regulatory compliance officer. India is not that much giving preference to it, but outside India, the preference have been given to the regulatory compliance officer. Like one of my student, she is in Hong Kong, and she has joined HSBC as a regulatory compliance officer. So I think 3 or 4 days back, we had a small meeting over the Google Meet, and we have discussed about her job role, her package, everything is way too good. So these are the opportunities where you can track. Clear? So I think we can now end the session. And as you have cleared all your doubts, and I have given you a brief about the course as well, how you have to prepare, the timelines and examination dates and everything we have discussed, question paper pattern, timing, everything clear. Now in between, if you have any doubts, question, queries, feel free to reach out to me on WhatsApp. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. It's both nice meeting both of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
ఏం చెప్పారు యూట్యూబ్ లో బాగుంది.